I think one of the big challenges is going to be the HR function itself, and it really embracing the change that comes with the future of work.
We need to shed this best practice mindset, and we need to do that, based on evidence, and we need to use that based on analytics. So that's a big paradigm shift.
I think over the next several years, our challenge is going to be scaling. Scaling and sustaining.
It's still about the decisions that the business needs to make, but data is just inherently a part of it. I think one of the challenges is sort of bridging the gap between doing good, solid research, spending the time to create something validated and make sure it's effective, and then also keeping pace at the same time with the pace of business and the pace of changing business priorities, and making sure that everything that's done in this space is helping make better business decisions.
Data governance, data privacy, that's certainly an issue, making sure that we really have studied that and we're plugged into and can leverage from the other enterprise resources that are there. Because we're not on an island by ourselves. Data analytics sits on top of, a data server and warehouse and analytics and modeling teams and reporting visualization teams. You have that in operations, finance, and customer. So let's not reinvent the wheel and instead talk to those folks and have a conversation around governance and privacy.
Finding people who can do this work and integrating it into the processes. It's not like we have a tried and true manual to follow. We don't have rules that necessarily we need to follow. I mean, we have to comply with the law, but there's no handbook for this yet. So I think a lot of us are just still figuring it out as we go and solving problems as we go.
I think there are numerous challenges actually, and I think, just the growth in the last 3 years has been astounding. But I think we'll hit a law of diminishing return if we don't really change HR functions as a whole. I think there are some old mindsets that need to be shattered. We still believe in one size fits all. We still like to plug in, this is the uniform practice across all of HR. I think analytics opens up a possibility to be able to say, no, this is the one best practice for this. Here's another better practice for over here. So first thing I would say is we need to shed this best practice mindset. And we need to do that based on evidence, and we need to use that based on analytics. So that's a big paradigm shift.
The way I see it, and I'm coming from an HR business partner role right before kind of moving into this people analytics space, HR business partners are really how we distribute whatever we're finding. That's our democratizing force. So if we come up with this fascinating insight and we need to roll that out at scale, we can either hire 100 analysts, or we need to tap into this business partner network that can understand and interpret and relay that to the business.
I think one of the big challenges is going to be the HR function itself, and it really embracing the change that comes with the future of work, that HR's work itself will change. Things that used to be done by HR professionals will become the job of analytics, and it will be informed and done, and it changes what both an analytics person needs to do and what the function of HR needs to be able to do to provide that uniquely human touch on top of a much more sophisticated data-based approach to the way we think about our talent in the future.